So let's talk about Hayley Mills' first attempt with Disney, Pollyanna. Big Days, Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Doyle, better known to you as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a review of the 1960 Disney drama flick, Pollyanna. The film is based on Eleanor H. Porter's novel of the same name, written and directed for the big screen by David Swift, starring Hayley Mills in the title role, as this being her first film with Disney, along with Jane Wyman, Carl Malden, Richard Egan, and a host of others. Anyway, it's the story about a cheerful orphan changing the outlook of a small town. Now, Pollyanna is a 12-year-old orphan daughter of missionaries. She arrives in the small town of Harrington to live with her rich and strict aunt, Polly Harrington, in the 1900s. Now, Pollyanna is a very cheerful, talkative, and radically optimistic youngster who focuses on the goodness of life and always finds something to be glad about, no matter the situation. In doing so, her positive outlook on everything results in her making a wide variety of friends in the community, including the hypochondriac and grouchy Mrs. Snow, who is played by Agnes Moorehead before she played Endora on TV's Bewitched, and the acidic recluse Mr. Pendergast, excuse me. Well, Aunt Polly's wealth controls most of the town when the citizens want a derelict orphanage razed and rebuilt, and Aunt Polly opposes the idea, arguing that her father donated the building to the town and as such it is an important landmark. The townspeople defy her by playing a carnival to raise funds for a new structure. Because of the control Aunt Polly asserts over every facet of the town, however, many people feel reluctant to show their support. Well, I will say that this story is really incredible. Anyway, now a group of citizens led by Dr. Edmund Chilton, Aunt Polly's ex-boyfriend, tries to persuade the town's minister, Reverend Ford, to publicly declare his support for the bazaar by reminding him that nobody owns a church. And he's reminded of the truth of the statement when Pollyanna delivers a note from Aunt Polly with recommendations to his sermon content. Well, at church the following Sunday, having gained the gumption to defy Aunt Polly, Reverend Ford reads one of the so-called glad passages of the Bible, stating that a young member of the congregation pointed out how many such passages there are. He intends to read one a week from now on, and then declares his support for the bazaar and encourages all to attend. But Aunt Polly becomes furious about their audacity, forbidding Pollyanna to participate. On the evening of the carnival, Pollyanna is locked in her egg bedroom by Aunt Polly, but is rescued by playmate and fellow orphan Jimmy Bean, who reminds her that she will lead America the Beautiful at the high point of the event. With Jimmy's help, she slips away and has a wonderful time at the carnival, winning a doll. Now, I'm not going to spoil the ending, though, since I don't know how many of y'all have ever actually seen this. This was kind of a first-time watch for me. I sometimes do spoil first-time watches, but this one I'm not going to. But I will tell you that apparently Pollyanna gets hurt later on. Well, right after this event and what have you. Boy, it's terrible. But soon she's okay, but she's still in a lot of pain, but I will tell you in the well, just for the last bit, they take her to Baltimore, which will correct her injury well, at the last bit. But that's the only part of the ending I'm telling you about. Well, the last few seconds of the movie, not how Pollyanna gets hurt. Just watch the movie. Okay? I'm not going to spoil this. But anyway, this film recently celebrated its 60th anniversary this past year. It came out in May of 1960. Now, Walt Disney himself, he was still alive at the time, he reported that the film made a profit, but not nearly what they expected. Anyway, they expected it to bring in about half of the 6 million that they were expecting. But, however, Disney said, I think the picture would have done better with a different title. Girls and women went to it, but men tended to stay away because it sounded sweet and sticky. But that was a long time ago. I just finished watching it on Disney Plus, and, well, I gotta tell you, it was very good, not bad. Hayley Mills steals the show as Pollyanna, and I do love the performances that we got from a lot of the other characters. Jane Wyman as Polly, Kevin Corcoran as Jimmy Bean, Richard Egan as Dr. Chilton, Carl Malden as Reverend Ford, and Agnes Moorehead as Mrs. Snow. Oh, wow. There's lots of other people in this, but anyway, really good, actually. The story's pretty good, is pretty good, too. Let's see. Paul Smith provides the score for the film, which is really good. Now, actually, after this, Swift would actually go on to direct the next film Mills did for Disney, and that, of course, was The Parent Trap. Now, Mills did do some other did go on to do some others. He went on to do 4 more flicks after those two, which included the Summer Magic, and That Darn Cat, and The Moon Spinners, which look for a review coming up next week. But I can't really remember what the last movie was. Give me a second, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Now I remember. It was In Search of the Castaways. That was it. But I haven't seen that one. I have seen the other 3 I've mentioned. Maybe I'll review those sometime down the road, since I have seen That Darn Cat. And it's been some time since I saw Summer Magic for the first time, even though that's not on Disney Plus. But I will be revisiting The Moon Spinners, though, which I feel like that's kind of an underrated movie. But anyway, enough said. But anyway, with a pretty good cast, a pretty good story, and what have you, would I recommend Pollyanna? Well, I would say yes. Give it a shot. I think this is a very good movie, and, well, it does kind of remind me of some other films with sort of a similar twist, but in different ways, though. I mean, there are many out there. But anyway, I think give Pollyanna a try. The movie is on Disney Plus. I think you should check it out. If you're a Hayley Mills fan, you ought to check it out, because this was her first flick for Disney. So, what are your thoughts on Pollyanna? Please tell me in the comment section below. If you like this video, click the like button below, subscribe to my channel as well, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Join me next time when I bring to you a review of another Disney flick, probably one I don't think a lot of people has talked about, The Journey of Natty Gann. Also, be on the lookout for a review coming up for The Adventures of Shark Boy and Lava Girl as well, because I'm going to be doing that sometime. I don't know yet, but I think that will be tomorrow as well. We'll see. Just stay tuned. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, and if you like this, you might want to check out some of these other videos. In the upper left-hand corner is my review of the original Parent Trap, which Hayley Mills did after this. The upper right hand corner is my review of another great book based flick, that being Madeline, which I did last month. Or go to the bottom left hand corner for my recent review of Anastasia from 1997. And the bottom right hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. And remember, I've got my Q&A deadline is December 31st, so if you haven't given me any questions, you better get going, because now the due date is December 31st, but I've confirmed the date for the Q&A, which is January 2nd. Okay? Thank you very much for listening to this, and thanks for watching my review of Pollyanna. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.